across the Deep South. Buried secrets coming to light a century later.
There's a pit.
New technology and new laws surrounding the treatment of burial grounds have led to the recent discovery of several mass graves.
Legal protections are better now than they've been in the past. But also there are more people who care about them, but who are in a position where they actually have some sort of voice as to what happens.
In Louisiana's plantation country, slaves who once toiled these sugarcane fields are being commemorated nearly 2 centuries later. Hundreds attended a ceremony held on property owned by Shell after the oil giant discovered burial grounds of more than 1,000 slaves.
See, the burial grounds are inside the wooded area, and you can see the buffer zone that we are maintaining.
Working with the community, Shell paid to have the sites preserved, even installed historical markers. But it's not just slaves turning up in mass graves in the Deep South. In Mississippi, more than 3,000 bodies have been discovered in unmarked coffins at the site of a former insane asylum that operated from 1855 through the early 1900s. Researchers have started exhuming the bodies and studying them to better understand how the mentally ill were treated in the asylum's era. And in the Louisiana bayou town of Thibodaux, ground-penetrating radar is being used to locate the remains of victims of a racially motivated massacre, believed to have occurred during Reconstruction.
A strong oral history has it that in 1887, after the massacre, the remains of the individuals that were victims of the massacre were collected and put into one burial.
Many burial grounds in the region are already known to have been covered over, including a colonial-era graveyard in the French Quarter in New Orleans.
It is now built over with a residential and commercial block, even though there are thousands of remains buried there.
There's renewed interest in finding other forgotten grave sites.
Cemeteries should not be desecrated. I don't care who they are, who the people are. We should, as Americans, have more respect for the people who have passed on.
Each new discovery, a chance to preserve history and uncover more of the past. Stacey Plaisance, The Associated Press, Thibodaux, Louisiana.